Imagine meeting someone who needs help desperately. But stopping for them could cost you time, comfort, maybe even safety. Would you walk past, or would you stop? This is the heart of one of Jesus' most powerful stories, the parable of the Good Samaritan. And today, we're going to unpack what Jesus really meant, and how this ancient story still speaks directly to your daily life. The story begins with a lawyer, a religious expert, challenging Jesus. He asks, "Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus turns the question back on him. "What is written in the law?" The lawyer answers perfectly. "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and love your neighbor as yourself." Jesus agrees, but the lawyer wants to justify himself, so he asks the question that opens the door to the parable. "And who is my neighbor?" That's when Jesus starts the story. Jesus describes a man traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho, a steep, dangerous road known for robbers. Sure enough, he is attacked, beaten, robbed, left half dead on the side of the road. A priest comes along, someone expected to embody compassion. But he passes by. A Levite comes, a respected servant in the temple. He also crosses to the other side and keeps walking. People who knew the law ignored the suffering right in front of them. Now comes the twist. A Samaritan arrives. To Jesus' Jewish audience, Samaritans were outsiders, even enemies. They were the last people anyone expected to show compassion. But this Samaritan stops. He tends to the man's wounds, pours oil and wine on them, lifts him onto his own donkey, takes him to an inn, pays for his care, promises to return. This is compassion, not in theory, but in costly, sacrificial action. Jesus then turns to the lawyer and asks, "Which of these three was a neighbor to the man?" The lawyer can't even say the word Samaritan. He replies, "The one who showed mercy." Jesus responds, "Go and do likewise." This parable isn't just a nice moral story. It's a direct challenge to religious comfort zones. 1. Your neighbor is anyone in need. Not just those like you. Not just those who believe what you believe. Not just those who are comfortable to help. Compassion reaches across lines. 2. Love isn't a feeling, it's an action. The Samaritan moved toward the broken. He invested his time, resources, and comfort. 3. Spiritual maturity is shown in mercy. The priest and Levite had religious positions but lacked love. Titles don't equal compassion. 4. Mercy reflects the heart of God. Jesus is teaching us that the way we treat the hurting reveals what's really inside us. This story is as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. Here are the questions Jesus invites you to ask. Who around me is hurting, that I've been walking past? A friend, a stranger, a co-worker, a neighbor? Where have I allowed prejudice, fear, or inconvenience to limit my compassion? What would it look like for me to love someone different from me today? How can I bring healing to someone who feels beaten down by life? Compassion is costly, but it's also transformative. It heals others, and it changes you. Jesus ended the parable with 4 simple words: go and do likewise. It's not just a suggestion, it's a calling, a way of life. To love beyond boundaries, to see the unseen, to stop for the hurting, to reflect the heart of God in a world that desperately needs mercy. If this message encouraged you, take a moment to reflect on who you can lift up today. And if you'd like more Bible explanations, encouragement, and spiritual insights, feel free to subscribe and stay connected. May God give you eyes to see and a heart to respond.